28th time since 1967. Washington looks for win number 18 over New Orleans, but the Saints can make it 3 in a row over the football team. Week 5 is coming your way next.
We are technically 5 miles east of Washington, D.C., and that's where you find this place, FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. They love their football in this part of the country, and this crowd is ready to go as their guys will match up with the New Orleans Saints. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Washington team as they interplay here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that 2nd win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Saints, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
And I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. And we get a look at Jameis Winston, ready to lead this New Orleans offense for the first time in his 7th season in the NFL and his 2nd with the Saints.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it, because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
The numbers there for Kamara from a week ago. 21 carries, 59 yards, and a touchdown.
And they've got a nice scheme going right now, and they run the football pretty well. In fact, I was talking with him on the field before the game, and he said he's starting to hear from the guys ahead of him on the rushing yardage total, and they want to know if he's going to jump up there and join them at the top of the list. Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Chase Young. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
This young man, Chase Young, has it all. Speed, power, and a full arsenal of moves to get to the quarterback. The Defensive Rookie of the Year in 2020. He had 7.5 sacks that season. They expect plenty more in the future.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
It's a gain of 6, but not enough, as they'll be forced to punt on their first drive of the game. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Powell escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Powell. He's going deep for Brown. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. A big connection on that one. 34 yards. So So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Saints are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him. And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down. Winston to give. It's Kamara. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. Well, this Washington defense, Charles, terrific in the victory a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. The first carry for the Memphis man, Antonio Gibson. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times. Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive? What do you want? This guy had a nose for the end zone. He was good. Had a snootful, didn't he? How about that big-time game? And they're able to get this one across the 35. Very good as a rookie. Terry McLaurin was even better in 2020. 87 catches for over 1,100 yards. He is definitely wide receiver 1 for the Washington football team. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. De'Ami Brown, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot. Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you. My bad. Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here? Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They'll look to throw again. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. Back to throw again. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And the Saints will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. He'll start with a give to Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2. We're scoreless after 1. On 2nd and 11 now. Winston. Looking sideline, incomplete. From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail. on third down. Winston. And that is incomplete.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first two possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10.
Just shy of midfield at the 49.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Flushed out right.
Back to Brown, this time complete.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
And that's a nice throw right there. And I'll tell you what I've seen in recent times and actually watched a presentation in the offseason from a college offensive coordinator that showed about 10 different drills that he runs with his quarterbacks to show them how to get out of the pocket, how to get comfortable when they're doing so, and to make plays under that type of duress. That's an example of what we're seeing the colleges deliver to the NFL.
He completes this one to Terry McLaurin.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 23.
They'll try the left side with Gibson.
Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
2nd and 8 coming up.
From the gun, Howell. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington.
Antonio Gibson.
Winston now to throw on first down.
And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down.
That's Deron Payne with a sack that time.
Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends of what we've seen so far.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. The Saints on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 19. Looking long for Thomas. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Throwing to start the drive. Howell. This will be caught by Brown. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Back to throw. Howell. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore.
And the Saints are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
Following the interception, Winston. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Chase Young
able to record his 5th sack of the season.
He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that. Right there, they're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he will be taken down, but a big play there as it comes just as we reach the 2-minute warning. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Looking to throw. Howell. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. On 2nd down, Winston again. He finds his man Johnson, and they're able to get this one across the 35. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Eluding the pressure right. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
5 yards remain on 2nd down.
Jameis to throw it. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Winston. Flush to his, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call, because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. Here's Winston. He's going to have his running back. It's complete.
And they will get the 1st down here as they move into field goal range as well, inside the 25.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And Lutz puts this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they do get the 3 points before they... A final shot before break. Howell. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground. We now proceed to the start of the second half.
Both teams currently making their final adjustments. We're getting ready for the second.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
And he finds McLaurin. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints 42. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Off the play fake. Howell. And that is incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
On 4th down, Howell. And this is caught. It's Brown. And they'll wind up getting this. Inside the 20.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this.
And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. The sack by big number 98, Linval Joseph. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Howell. His pass caught at the 4.
Touchdown, Washington.
Jameis now on first down. He's going to sling this deep downfield.
And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
9 yards, and that leaves them just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. Here's Kamara trying to run for it.
And this will wind up a Saints first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From just shy of midfield, Winston. And Gronkowski's got it, complete over the middle.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 37.
And the Saints not only missing Drew Brees from last year, they also lost their top tight end, Jared Cook, to the Chargers. So tight end, it's a position in flux. But that's a nice grab there to pick up the first down.
A run for Kamara on first down, but the running room closes up quickly as he's only able to get a yard there.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Jonathan Allen in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit.
I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack as a result of everyone on offense?
Here's Gibson to start the drive.
And he stopped immediately there. Larry Ogunjobi there to make the tackle.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And this one is incomplete.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. On 1st and 10, Powell will return with more after. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. It's Chris Harris with a pick.
And the Saints are right back in this football game.
And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
To throw again on 2nd down, Winston.
But he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home.
Montez Sweat in there with pressure yet again. That is the 7th time that they have dropped him here this afternoon. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
He's got time in the pocket. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35.
Here we go.
And a really unbelievable play there on 4th and long.
So on 4th down, a big-time completion. And the defense, they've got to be shaking their heads right now.
Not only shaking their heads, but understand that they committed one of those cardinal sins that they say they can't do at any time. They committed an eye violation, had their eyes in one place, and allowed the deep ball behind them.
Let's go.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Jonathan Allen picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
He's got his big tight end, Gronkowski. And that's McCoy, who is still down following the play. Appears shaken up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Winston from the gun on third down. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Got a man, it's Brown. That catch good for only a couple.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. On first down, Howell. He finds his man, complete. That's Brown. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. And his throw is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Marcus May with a pick. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
We're holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half. Those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass here, now is 2nd and 10. They'll go draw here. Winston hands to Kamara.
Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. To throw is Winston. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. And that one, Charles, is just going to about wrap up what was no doubt a dominating defensive performance.
Yeah, I don't care what team it is. I don't care who you play, whether they're strong offensively or not. Just giving up 3 points in the NFL, that's absolutely a dominant performance and one that they can build on.
So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. That one looks like he'll throw here. He finds his man, complete. That's Brown. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Looking to throw. Howell. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Xavier Woods with a pick. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you...
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. He's going deep for Brown. And that is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Off play action. Howell.